Alright. What's up, guys? Goglabesh again. And I'm not even, like, fucking all settled in properly. Oh, why am I what the fuck? Fucking shit. Okay, we're good. Alright. So, yeah. Let's do cliffhangers. Woo! What a great start. I have a couple things to say. One, Akihiko's my boy. Two, Mature is a charged character. Fuck that noise. And three, I thought there was gonna be more to Labras. So, that's all the way. How do we, because I got rid of his save.
I wish you good luck.
I thought we can just return from the cliffhanger. If not, this may aha! Very nice. Very good, very good. I liked it up. There's only like a few more fights.
This isn't real. I'm not a machine. You're not me.
She's denied the truth of the Shadow's creation. With this, the Shadow's face twists with an evil rapture. No, hold on. Like the game audio is still a little low. Let's go like there. Yeah, let's go there. I don't know. Fucking hard to tell sometimes.
Finally, you finally said it. Now I can be myself.
What kind of crazy concoction are we gonna get here?
Yes, the power.
Yes. Of course. Well, I'd hope I could save her before it got to this point. That might have been impossible anyway. It's difficult enough to confront the truth. In her case, it was accompanied by revealing the true form she'd been so desperate to hide. She is a machine, and she was forced to perform painful acts that most likely no one could ever comprehend. The truth she was avoiding wasn't just part of her personality, but her actual body herself. I can't imagine the shock she's experiencing. But now that the reality she built for herself has crumbled, I want to help her. She may be a machine, but she has a heart. Labras has denied her past, in which she was forced to fight and kill her friends, and her pain comes out in a long, echoing scream. What has to be done to a heart to cause such terrible screams? There's only one thing we can do. We will save her. That's fucking... yeah. Oh! It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter where I save. Cough. I've had this really dumb, like, shit in my throat for a bit, so I apologize if I ever just burst out in a coughing fit. I've been trying to avoid that, so it's gonna go. Oh! No, I don't want to fight her yet. I need a warm-up. I just did training mode for like 2 minutes with you to try to remember his moveset. Big gamble! Oh, that was, whoa. Yeah! Yeah, I got the first hit, bitch! Yeah! Oh! Ow! How do I... Oh! Yeah! Get all that fucking chip. Oh man, I broke a persona. This is a good move. Okay, go in! Fucking... Oh! You're the big gamble combos! The big gamble combos! That was something else. Oh, big gamble combos. Fucking can't escape big gamble. Alright. Oh man. I wasn't expecting like that kind of fight right off the bat, but it worked out. I fucked her up. The power that Labras' shadow had gathered dissipates. It's over. All that's left is for Labras to accept the darkness within her. But will she truly be able to do it? I turn around, but Labrys hasn't moved a muscle. She'd been avoiding having to watch the battle just now as well. What more can I do for her? The moment I call to her.
There they are! Yukon! Labrys!
Oh, they're all here, okay.
Sister, Narukami-san.
Oh hi, I guess I forgot I fought you in the storyline. Right, Chie and Aiga-san, not just them. Yukiko and Yosuke are right behind them. And there's even more surprises. Fucking Naoto, Kanji.
Man, as soon as that invisible wall thing disappeared, I knew you did it!
We ran into Aika-san along the way. She told us about Labrys and everything.
A little late, wasn't it? If someone told me what was going on from the start, I would have...
You fell into the TV when you were half asleep. For crying out loud, you really know how to blow it when it counts.
Hey! What'd you go and tell them for?
I don't think this is the time for that.
Huh? Naoto? Yeah, we were surprised too. The job she was on turned out to be related to all this.
Kanji had been missing before we went inside the TV, and the real Teddy are here. There's even Naoto, who wasn't supposed to have been able to come to Inaba. It looks like the whole investigation team's been brought back together, and I didn't know it. Everyone says that Rize had told them pretty much what had happened. Had told them pretty much what had been going on. Oh. That's fuck. Okay. Their smiles are encouraging. I turn to speak to Labrys, who's been silent all this time.
These are my friends. We've all faced our weaknesses at one time or another.
Labrys finally responds.
Your weaknesses. You've all faced your shadows.
Everyone gathers around Labrys. Labrys tries to shrink away nervously, but Rize is behind her and won't let her retreat. That bitch, Rize.
Sheesh, enough doom and gloom. If you don't hurry and accept her, she'll get all lonely. But I'm a weapon who didn't want to fight. And I dragged you all into this.
You're still hung up on that? It's over already, dummy.
Your jumping skills were amazing, but you're surprisingly sensitive, aren't you?
What does that have to do with her jumping skills?
You're really cute, Labby-chan. You're so meta-luring.
Are you all listening to me? Labrys needs to face her shadow now, and...
This was going well at first, but now everyone's talking about different things and we're completely off topic. Of course, that's not unusual with all of us. I have to laugh, and I apologize to Labrys that things didn't quite wrap up as I'd hope. Labrys looks back at me with a blank expression. Can't she tell that we're not treating her any differently? I turn towards Aiga-san and she meets my gaze. She nods silently, then stands before Labrys. She seems slightly nervous.
Nice to meet you, Labrys. Or rather, sister. I am Aegis, the 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. I am your successor.
Labrys jerks up and looks at Aiga-san. At the same instant, Yukiko gasps in surprise.
What? Excuse me, but you're... I mean, are you also...
You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. No. Really? No. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes. I, too, am a robot.
Robot.
It just occurred to you now?
Weren't you with her all this time, Yukiko? How did you not notice something like that? I just so like you. Once again, everyone turns towards Aiga-san and Labrys, the non-human sisters. Now that I see them standing together, there's something like a family resemblance. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time. If Labrys is Aiga-san's older sister, then should I be calling her Labrys-san? I guess that doesn't matter.
My mission to retrieve you has brought me here. My colleagues are waiting for you. Are they gonna lock me up again? Well, considering all I did, of course they will.
Labrys' expression darkens. I hadn't thought about it, but if Labrys and Aiga-san are treated as weapons, it's no surprise that there would be measures to keep them in check. But Labrys shouldn't just have to accept it. If she truly is going to be locked up, I make up my mind and wait for what Aiga-san has to say next, but she smiles.
We can discuss that later. Right now, there is an important task you must carry out. I gotta do this, huh?
Aiga-san quietly points at the shadow that has remained still while we've been talking. Labrys looks at the shadow and then turns away and casts her gaze down at the ground again. I see. So now I'm going to have to act.
It's okay. We're all right here with you.
I indicate my friends have gathered around her. I've been forced to fight against my friends just as Labrys had in the past. but I had been able to endure the suffering that Labrys had not. Of course, I hadn't been forced to fight to the death. But the biggest difference between Labrys and me is that I wasn't alone. What if I had been all alone in this place? What if everyone else had forgotten about me and I had to fight all alone? Just the thought of that hurt. Labrys had been forced to endure the pain. She must have thought that there was no escaping it. But she'll be alright now. We're not going to reject her. It doesn't matter if she's a machine. She's not alone anymore.
Yeah.
Labrys slowly looks around at all the faces, searching each one for confirmation. Finally, she turns back to me and nods. Labrys then walks over to face her shadow. When she walks, she no longer seems to be bound by her fear. She then looks down at herself. She looks at the mechanical body that she had convinced herself? What?
That's right. You're me.
Labrys and her shadow turn to face one another and stare into each other's eyes. She can't avoid looking at the shadow
You're the way
now.
I was on the inside, screaming to be understood. The pain wanting to be known. You're all I couldn't say. You were always inside me. You're me. A machine with a heart. I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No, you are me after all. This is my persona.
To be fair, you had it before, but you couldn't really control it very well, so it's probably a good thing now that you got it now. I have a bit more faith in you, Labrys. Labrys accepted the existence of her shadow and obtained a persona. It's finally over. We take Labrys with us and follow Teddy and Rize to the school's rooftop, where they said it's connected to the TV in Juness. The invisible walls are all gone. Perhaps there were walls like that wherever she came from, and she drew on that in making this place. Oh. Actually, there was, with all the researchers. Oh, that's interesting. But I have a feeling she's truly been freed from those walls now. As in confirmation, Labrys is slowly warming up to us, smiling more and responding to us when we start talking to her. Well, here's the entrance. Alright, this looks like the right place. When we reach the rooftop, we realize the TV world has regained the studio-like appearance that we were accustomed to. However, there are two unfamiliar faces waiting for us.
Mitsuru-san, Akihiko-san.
These people have overwhelmingly intense presences, but thankfully they don't seem to be enemies. The moment we see them, we tense up, but after Agi-san calls out in recognition, we learn that they are her friends.
I'm Mitsuru Kirijo, Labrys' handler.
A bodysuit like something out of a movie with a fur coat on top. It's a look that doesn't really work, but her name immediately reminds me of something. The Kirijo group. And if she has the same name, she must be quite an influential person in it. The research organization that developed Labrys and Agi-san must belong to her.
I'm Akihiko Sanada. Sorry for all this trouble.
The man with the red cape appears to be quite comfortable with Mitsuru-san and Agi-san. He must have been helping them fight shadows for some time. Is there some reason why people on shadow extermination squads have to dress like crazy people?
So, what's going to happen to Labrys now?
Before we fully introduced each other, Yosuke asked Mitsuru-san what I've been wondering myself. I know all of us must have been worried about this, but I was waiting for a good moment to bring that up. Even Yosuke seems to have realized how out of line his question is, and he shrinks back sheepishly, as if regretting having asked the question. I know why Yosuke's worried, but why does he keep stepping on landmines like this? Well, if he's already stepped on it, we might as well wait for the smoke to clear and see if there's any answer.
Well,
You deserve to know. We were thinking of sealing her away again.
They were thinking? Did something change their minds? Mitsuru-san turns to Labrys. There's a smile on her face, but is she smiling for the reason we hope she is?
But our report from Aegis says that thanks to you, Labrys has acquired a persona.
She sure has.
She's hardly a rogue test unit anymore. Besides, she has a heart. We would never treat anyone with a heart so poorly.
Yeah, we did it!
Thank goodness! I'm so happy for you, Labrys!
My friends roar in excitement. Labrys looks around at us all, bewildered before saying anything. Even though we've only known her for a very short time, we've already come to accept her as our friend. Mitsuru-san's words come out as a great relief, as if I'd been worried that she might lock me up too.
Good job, guys. Let me say thanks.
He speaks without any hint of concern, but I see a touch of gratitude in Akihiko-san's eyes. He certainly looks, how can I put it, bold, but he must be an honest and upright person. I guess I could call him stoic. There's a distinct brusqueness to him. Wow, so many fucking adjectives. Why? There's no way that people so considerate would neglect the goodness of Labrys' heart. Seems that Labrys can't believe everything she's hearing. She turns to Akihiko, back to Mitsuru.
You're not gonna lock me up again? No fooling?
We only seal away objects. If I did that to you, knowing you have a heart, I'd be no different from the Kirijo Corporation of old. Labrys, you've been blessed with good friends.
Labrys looks stunned for a moment, then scrunches up her face as if about to cry, but then her face lights up with a brilliant smile. Who would think that anyone capable of making these expressions was just a machine? I find myself almost moved to tears as well. We're just about to leap forward to congratulate Labrys once again when... Now what? Labrys' head droops suddenly like a puppet whose strings have been severed. About to rush over to see what the matter is when I see Akihiko-san take a fighting stance. I realize that this is no ordinary matter. Suddenly a bizarre voice emanates from Labrys.
It's not over yet.
What? Excuse me? What the fuck? Why? No. Stop. How does it, Labrys? No shit. This abnormality seems to make Mitsuru's son come to a realization.
What? It's the same communication system as ours.
What?
Everyone, step away from Labrys!
Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san rapidly shout instructions to us. We all spread out and watch Labrys from a distance.
I cannot gain access. She is being hacked.
Oh, great.
It isn't coming from inside this facility. The signal originates elsewhere.
Well, it's gotta be coming from inside the TV.
You mean outside the TV?
Or never mind. Outside the TV, that's right. I cursed at myself for forgotten what was supposed to have been the cause of all this. All this was going on because Labrys had somehow been placed into a TV. So there has to be someone outside who threw her in here. Same person who stole Labrys from the Kirijo group and then threw her into a TV is now taking direct control over her.
This is just a little extra resistance. Now, entertain me.
What? The nonchalant voice fills with malice. With a dazed look in her eyes, Labrys looks up and dashes forward. She's fast. I barely dodged her axe in time. Surprised, I looked up at Labrys once more. Her eyes are blank as if she wasn't looking at anything. Those eyes were once filled with the strength of responsibility and an awareness of duty. Her face had once been filled with sorrow over her painful past. And now she had smiled when she had found real friendship for the first time in her life. That's not true. She was friends with, number, 024. 23? 24? I think 24. I'd call that friendship. Whoever is controlling her has stolen all these things from Labrys. Then, no.
She's suffered enough. I won't let you hurt her.
Who am I fighting? What am I fighting? Am I fighting Labrys or am I fighting, Mystery Person X? What's going on? I'm fighting Labrys. Okay. I'm fighting, like, lonked out Labrys. Okay, then. Sure.
Final.
Yeah. Because that... Ooh, fuck. Big gamble! Oh, fuck. You can't fucking combo with that. Oh, no. Fuck.
These are not.
Oh! Bitch was baiting me out. Oh, no. Fuck! Fuck this. Oh, damn it. Yeah, there we go. Stop with the persona combos. Come on. Come on. Ah, fuck. My execution. My execution's so bad. I don't care. I'll just do an auto combo. Fuck it. No, that's not it. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Big gamble! Yeah. That was an awful fight. I loved how bad that was. Oh, well, that was confusing. Who's taking control of her? Huh? Why? Who? What the fuck?
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
Uh-huh. Iris has stopped moving. The only sound is the smug voice that continues to come from her. Those heartless words cause anger to boil up within me.
Who are you? Why are you toying with people's emotions like this? Labrys isn't a tool. If you want to fight, then come out and fight!
You're quite passionate. You, Narukami, was it?
Person, whoever he is, knows about me? Then maybe it isn't coincidence that we were dragged into this. This revelation shakes all of us.
Labrys's shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
Indeed. It was I who stole Labrys away.
How? Was my question.
Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me. Labrys's persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering. You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
Enough is enough! I've never been so irritated knowing that I can't do anything to whoever is controlling Labrys.
This time. So your scheme hasn't ended.
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
Communication cuts off abruptly without answering me. Labrys immediately slumps to her knees. Before I can even begin to move, Labrys is already at Labrys' side to support her. So many robots. Aige-san looks at me and nods, confirming that Labrys is alright. Thank goodness. Labrys is okay. I feel a bit of my strength drained from me. Still, the sword in my hands feels awfully heavy. Mitsuru-san speaks up from behind me, even as I consider
It
this.
seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
What? Wait a second. We went through this whole big thing and that's it?
She's right. There's no way in hell we're backing out of this now.
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you.
Is it now? Is it? We basically killed like a slayer of the worlds, so I really don't think this is too dangerous. This particular scenario is too dangerous for us. I'm sorry, Mitsuru. I think we can handle
We'll
it.
do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
My friends bristle at Mitsuru-san's proposal. After all, we've come this far and we already knew about the dangers. There's so much I want to say, but I can understand why they'd want us to stay away.
Guys, I think we can trust Mitsuru-san. We should let them handle this.
My friends respond with looks of shock. Of course, they don't agree, but now's not the time to complicate matters. One of them should understand why I'm backing down so easily. Why? Who would understand why? Why Kanji? Why Yosuke? I don't. What? That doesn't make any sense. What? One of them should understand why I'm backing down so easy with trusting them to handle something. I don't know. What? I stare directly into Yosuke's eyes for a moment, hoping that he understands my intention here. Come on, Yosuke, back me up.
Yeah. We're all tired, so let's just get the heck out of here.
That went well. What the fuck? Smooth, Yosuke. Oh well. I sneak a glance toward Mitsuru and the others to see if they've picked up on this, but none of them appear to have noticed. Maybe they're just pretending not to notice. Well, what the fuck are they talking about? Well, in any case, it means we've been let go for now. I sigh with relief before urging everyone into the exit TV. What the fuck is he talking about? When I return to the real world, exhaustion from the events of the day catch up to me. I'm more tired than I'd expected. Then again, I'd been fighting all this time. Can't be helped. Everyone else seems tired too, so we decide to go our separate ways for the day. Still, everyone is safe, Labrys included. It'll still be a while before this case is completely closed, but I think we can assume that disturbance has been settled for now. I worry about the mastermind that had taken control of Labrys, but I need to rest for now. When I get back home, Nanako greets me with a bright smile. The moment I see that, all the exhaustion of the day hits me, along with a profound sense of relief. I can't keep myself from staggering. Nanako and my uncle were worried a bit by that, but that doesn't bother me at all. Thanks. That's fucking real considerate. There was something I wanted to do in my room. Oh. But I hadn't even been in my room for an hour when the awareness melts into the darkness. Is he checking the Midnight Channel? Probably checking the Midnight Channel. Or he's just gonna fucking pass out on the couch. Either or. I wake up to my phone ring. According to the call, we were supposed to meet up at the outskirts of the shopping district, at the crossroads in front of the gas station. When I arrived, the other members of the investigation team had already shown up. Surprisingly, the one who called us was Labrys. She wanted us to come so she could farewells.
Ooh, is that it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Oh man, it's so long. What the heck kind of car is that? How does it even turn corners?
A long limousine drives up to us with surprising speed. It's so long I can barely believe that I was able to handle the country roads of Inaba. I don't think I'll ever see another automobile like this in my life. The limo comes to a stop and smoothly parks beside us. Mitsuru-san climbs out of the back seat and nods to us. Labrys and Akihiko-san are in the back seat as well.
You're looking good, Labrys.
Sorry I made you come here all of a sudden, but there was something I really wanted to tell you guys.
When I look at her, Labrys smiles and looks embarrassed. She takes a moment to look around at all of us, then continues.
I decided to work with Mitsuru-san.
Well, good, I would hope so.
I want to catch the darn culprit. Not only that, but, you know how you guys had my back during this whole mess? Yeah. This time, I want to get yours.
Okay.
You go and do that.
I can't help but smile at the conviction and trust in her words. Labrys has faced her weakness and accepted it, and she's about to begin walking toward the goal she's found on her own. That's why I don't see any reason to stop her. It'll be sad to see her go, but this decision is one Labrys made for herself.
This definitely ain't the last you've seen of me. When I come back, we'll hang out some, okay?
Sure.
I'll be waiting, and so will everyone else.
Come back soon.
To lose such a rare beauty again. It's so tragic.
That's what you're sad about?
Everyone has their own response to Labrys' news. One thing's for sure, we'll be waiting for her. There's no lie behind that sentiment. After all, she is our friend. Mitsuru-san tells Labrys that it's time to get back into the limousine. Labrys looks at me right in the eye. She seems as if she might cry any second, but is resolved not to. She smiles.
You guys are the best. I'm glad it was you who were there when I woke up. Well, see ya!
Man and machine. I wonder if there's truly any difference between them anymore. The thought comes to me as we wave our final goodbyes to Labrys. The limo demonstrates impressive agility as it speeds off down the narrow rural roads.
Aw, she's really gone. Seriously, wish she could have stayed a little longer.
I would have liked that myself, but they have their own tasks that must be done.
Yosuke and I share a glance after Naoto says that. Their own tasks, huh? It's not just theirs. We smile at each other. Ever since I answered Mitsuru's proposal inside the TV, I've had my mind made up. Yosuke already knows how I think. Then again, that conversation wasn't very long ago. It had only been this morning. Yeah, what? Okay, what is he thinking? I want to know. I don't know how she found my number, but after Labrys' phone call earlier, I decided to cook breakfast for Nanako and my uncle. Fuck, I thought they were going to a flashback. Aha! Nanako hears me making noise in the kitchen and stands next to me, excited.
I'll help too.
I panic for a moment when Nanako reaches for the other cutting board and the knife. I consider stopping her, then decide not to.
If you're gonna use the knife, be careful, okay? Make sure you don't cut yourself.
Uh-huh. I'm always careful when I cook with you.
Nanako picks up a cucumber from the counter and begins slicing it diagonally. I thought that was a pickle. I guess pickles are cucumbers, though. God damn it. Her skills are still clumsy and unsteady. But all I do is caution her about how to hold the knife and watch her work without intervening. Without interfering, I think would be the right word. She doesn't have to become a master all at once. All it takes is constant progress, little by little. The same could be said for me or anybody. Even though things may hurt us and we may want to give up, we just have to keep trying as many times as it takes until we see our goals through. Instead of nothing changing, I wish to see everything changing, along with myself.
Oops, sorry, Nanako. Could you put the knife down for a second?
Okay.
I'm sure that Nanako's put down the knife before I answer my phone. I didn't have to look at the screen to know who was calling.
Hello? Is this Yosuke?
You don't know. Listen, about yesterday.
I thought this was coming.
Yosuke rushes on as if irritated that we have to have this conversation over the phone, but I managed to calm him down. It's funny that he's getting so excited over this, but I'm glad he managed to wait the whole night before calling me.
Yosuke, do you remember the Moonlight Bridge? The one from our class trip?
The Moonlight Bridge? I don't?
Yeah, sure. I used to be a city boy too, remember? Hey, were you checking out the Kitty Joe group online?
Receptive as always. Now that's my partner. When I went back to my room last night, I'd spent as much time as I could searching for information about the Creature Group online before I fell asleep. Of course, there wasn't anything about an organization involving Labrys or Agus-san, but the little that I did find was better than nothing. Yosuke asked me if I plan to go back on my word to Mitsuru-san and the others. I did say that we ought to trust them to solve this mystery, but I never said we should let them do it alone. After all, the person behind everything must be after us. On top of that, they were using others in horrific ways.
Can't back down from this, right?
Now you're talking, partner.
Oh, he's literally just being a scumbag. I promised to do this thing, but I didn't promise to do this thing. That's how he was like, okay. Yosuke and I continue to talk. We know that we're getting closer and closer to a battle with an enemy we haven't even seen yet. There's only one other thought in mind. No matter what kinds of hardship awaits us on our path, we will continue to fight on. As long as we have friends, we will walk the path alongside us. Nanako watches me talk on my cell phone and smiles.
You seem excited, big bro.
I'm excited to kick some ass! I smile back at her innocent face before making a confident
The
declaration.
investigation team is back in action.
Yep. Excited to go kick some ass. Take some names. Not die in the process. That it? That was... It'd be really nice to know what's going on with this black screen. Ah! There's the credits. There's the credits. So before the ultimate in the Mayanaka Rita! Alright, so I would assume that's the canon ending. I would assume Yu's story is the canon ending. But who really knows? That's kind of the thing about fighting games that have multiple storylines. Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking about this earlier. When you think about like Street Fighter and how every character has their own storyline, which fucking one is canon? And when you look at it, they're all like combinations of them are canon. Like what the fuck? That's why I really like Mortal Kombat 9's story, because that's laid out and it's a fucking story. That story mode's awesome. Mortal Kombat 9's story mode is godlike. It is the best story mode any fighting game could ever have. And it's fun, it's intuitive, it gets the point across, draws a plot, it's awesome. This was pretty good. It had the whole visual novel thing going for it, but at the same time, you got a question, which is canon? I'm assuming Narukami's is canon. That'd be kind of weird if it wasn't canon, but I mean, who fucking knows? I mean, I haven't played through the rest. They could all be very similar as well, because up to that point, they were all quite similar, just trying to figure out what's going on, and they all ended pretty much in the same spot, except for Kanji's. I kind of question if I did Kanji's right or not, if he ends with his shadow. He you reach the cliffhanger about his shadow, because that's bizarre. But, yeah. I suppose maybe I shouldn't do, well... No. I rambled for like half the credits, I apologize. But,
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This
yes?
place exists between dream and reality.
Wait, no, I can't. Oh, yeah, right.
And matter.
Right.
Now,
Labrys was
don't you
Yukiko's,
introduce
Yosuke's,
yourself?
Chie's, Kanji's, and Teddy's. So now we have the whole, like, P3 side. Basically the whole P3 side. I mean, fucking Naoto's basically part of the P3 story. Yeah! That's one down. These are, okay, I guess the first halves were a lot more intensive because it's only a half hour now. But, regardless of how long this took me, I am going to record most of the others on my own time as I did the first half of Akihiko Mitsuru's and Labrys' story. I will record the second half of Yosuke's, Kiko's, and Chie's at the very least on my own time because it's a bit easier. I can do it and fucking pump it out. I'll probably do commentation over Kanji's because it's ridiculous. I'll probably do commentation over Akihiko's. Probably expect those two. And Aegis's. Sorry, I'll do, no, I'll do Aegis's for sure, because she's basically a fucking main character. So I'll do Aegis's for sure, because there's probably going to be some cool things in there. I kind of regret not doing Akihiko's full commentary, because that was probably the most ridiculous story I've ever seen, and it was fucking hilarious, but such is life. I need to crank it out, need to schedule it out and everything. So enough rambling. That was you storyline complete. As always, check the description to link you links to other places, and I'll talk to you guys later. This is Goglabesh saying